Right, can hear you very clearly, Siobhan, and see you very clearly. Have you pinned the timer?
I have, Contest Chair, yes, thank you.
Right, so what I'll do now is give you the formal introduction and then you begin when you're ready, Siobhan. So our third contestant is Siobhan Fitzgerald with a speech entitled Ready to Glow. Please welcome Siobhan Fitzgerald.
What would you do if your face was on fire? Call the fire brigade? Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Panic. Not only can the fire brigade not put it out, but burning and blazing, all you hear around you is fan the flames, and it's just adding fuel to the fire. Help. Relax. This is not a speech about fierce, ferocious fires. Rather, it's a cautionary tale of the freezing force of phobias. You've all probably heard of arachnophobia, fear of spiders, glossophobia, fear of public speaking. Get this one, hippopotamontosesquipedaliophobia. We Toastmasters definitely don't have that one. That's a fear of long words. But phobias are very curious things. There's one for almost everything, and certainly one for everyone in the audience. So what's yours? What are you afraid of, persistently, irrationally petrified of? I've suffered all my life from erythrophobia, a pathological, illogical fear of blushing, acrophobia, fear of heights. You could live your life quite well, steering clear of high places, but what do you do if it feels like your face is on fire? How do you hide from that? You just have to face it. Excuse the pun. I don't remember exactly when this started, but I do recall in primary school, in anticipation of a teacher's question, I would feel the blood begin to rise from my toes long before she even got to me. In secondary school, I'd walk past boys I really didn't fancy, and my face would light up. Oh, she likes you. They'd nudge one another. Look, she's blushing. As if I didn't know. Yes, I dreaded the blushing. But worse still was the constant negative attention it drew from others. It really did feel like my face was on fire, and pointing it out to me was just fanning the flames. My friend Max helped me through this term of teenage trials. My good friend, Max Factor. Some of you ladies and gentlemen will know exactly who I'm talking about. I quickly discovered that with Max Factor makeup foundation, I could carefully conceal the redness. Problem solved? Not quite. It was pointed out to me in my first year teaching by my 11-year-old students that my neck and my chest were as red as tomatoes. On through life, frequent hot flushes and gushes of blush. There's no doubt but that this phobia held me back. I spoke less, volunteered less, and opted to stay out of the limelight, even though a part of me craved it. I suspect this is what all of our phobias do to all of us. They hold us back, freeze us, and limit our experience of life, if we let them. My mother understood my anxiety. Following one particular bout of blushing, when I questioned and cried, "Why me?" she sat with me and placing her hand on my shoulder, she said, "You were born to light up this world." I looked at her and we both just burst out laughing. I can think of better ways of lighting up this world than with my blotched red face, but as she left me smiling that day, her parting words were, "Don't worry. You won't be red when you're dead." Since then, those stark but profoundly true words of wisdom have come back to me many times in my dreams. You see, my mother died soon after that, when I was 16, but her words of wisdom have lived on, constantly challenging my phobia and motivating me to move beyond its freezing force. In the unprecedented events of the last year or so, there is a definite, palpable sense of ever-increasing fears and phobias. This is a scary time. Who knows? Pretty soon we might even need a department of phobias. Or at least you could get a job. Unless, of course, you had phobophobia. That's a fear of phobias. I know I won't be red when I'm dead, and I'm alive. You're alive. We are alive now. I can't stop the blushing, but I can choose. I can always choose the story I tell around it. So today, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I am happy to confirm that with a little help from my friend, a good healthy sense of humour, and a clear deathbed vision in mind, I'm no longer blushing. I'm simply ready to glow. You too can choose the story you tell about your phobia, and perhaps, with a little help from your friend, you too can light up this world and face it. Contest chair.
Siobhan.
Hi, Michael.
Well, Siobhan, I've a confession to make on it. It's a confession or an admission. I also suffer with the condition erythrophobia. If I pronounced it right. And the thing that's really helped me is Toastmasters. So we'll probably never be a competent speaker or get to this level, but it's really helped me with that fear of blushing. It's and I'm so grateful for you to speak about it in your speech. Is there any other insights you'd like to share with us about the condition?
I think it is a phobia that we don't hear that much about, but I suppose my main experience, and you may have noticed, but today I am under max factor. I am blushing. You can probably see it in my neck, and it's something I've never been able to control. I've done a lot of research into it. I saw something about getting certain operations done, but I didn't want anything too invasive. But one insight that's come to me recently is, and it's through Toastmasters, it's just about doing it anyway, and doing what's within your power, I suppose, to cover it up if that's what you want to do. And that's where Max Factor has helped me. I don't know, have you found him useful yourself, Michael?
No, I haven't gone down the medical route, to be honest. I found what helped me was trying to get up and deliver humorous speeches that are not very funny and dealing with that situation. And so when it comes to the real world, you don't you make a fool of yourself in these situations. And then in the real world, you're not worried about making a fool of yourself. I think that's probably been the secret behind it.
Yeah, but I think one of the most frustrating things about it, and I'm very mindful of this for children because I'm a teacher, is it definitely, when you could be doing something amazing. You could be doing an amazing speech. You could be giving a brilliant performance. You could be singing, and you're putting your heart and soul into it. And then the first thing somebody says to you afterwards is, "Oh, you were blushing," or you're as red as a tomato, or you're as red as the beetroot. Beetroot isn't even red, but it's so deflating. It's like, did you not notice anything else? I don't know if have you had that experience?
Yeah, but I suppose we're all in Toastmasters for different reasons, and that would be one of the reasons why I would be in it. Although I haven't admitted that, I'm probably admitted it to a big audience now.
That's liberation.
Yeah. So, but just to finish, Siobhan, you said that one of your biggest challenges was getting the children back to school because you're a primary school teacher. Well, from the parents' side of things, thank you so much, because one of the biggest challenges last year I had was trying to homeschool a 14-year-old who thought he was still on holidays, and I can totally appreciate what you do. So,
thank you.
Thanks very much, Siobhan, and best of luck.
Thank you, Michael, and thanks for today. Thank you.